distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here's Richie James on the return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And his first look is incomplete. Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Burrow looking to pass. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, this week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this now a 17-game regular season. And because of that, seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, the possibility of it becoming huge, likely. Most teams want that later open date because of injuries, getting that rest before the playoff push, all those things. Sometimes when you get an open date early in the season, it's not really much of an advantage. You might be playing well, not slows down your momentum. This is a big deal, and teams definitely like it. The later, the better.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Now a throw here to his running back. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Lawrence going to throw again. And that's complete to ETN out of the backfield. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll make it second down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out.
And I think the ball's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Tanner Muse there defensively. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Burrow going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. On the return, here's Agnew. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense set up nicely with what looks to be a 1st and goal right around the 10-yard line. From the 10, 1st and goal. And they'll run with ETN. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. Touchdown! Laviska Shenault, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Extra point safely through. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's James. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Man open. Here is Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They go play action now. Lawrence. And incomplete on the deep ball. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Play action. It's Lawrence. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to take over here up near the 40. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Burrow. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Burrow will throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Here's Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there, with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action with Burrow. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to try and go deep again. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big connection on that one. 39 yards. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. On 2nd and inches, Burrow. He hits his target, Lockett. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. Again, Gordon hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Jags grab it. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and goal, Lawrence. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. They'll give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marvin Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Terrific running there to start the drive, as that's going to go for 15 and a quick first down as well. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. So we are at halftime here on Halloween, as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
Both these teams going through their final adjustments before heading back out of the locker room. Time for us to go back out to Lumen Field, where we rejoin Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Rolling to his right. It's complete to Robinson. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So potentially a turning point here in the third quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines. Tackle him. Second guy in, tackle the ball.
First down. Here's Burrow. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And got his man complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Carson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal.
Carson again. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Seahawks. Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. 2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Well, we saw Trevor Lawrence take plenty of deep shots in his days at Clemson, and he shows off that cannon of an arm here as a rookie at the NFL level.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now James returning. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force it up.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he will finally go out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a big play there for Seattle. Now Gordon on first down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Burrow. Steps away to his left. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by the rookie Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to take over here up near the 40. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up. 2nd and 10 now. Burrow buying time to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. That time trying to find Gerald Everett, but now it'll be 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. They'll run on first down. Gordon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Burrow looking to pass. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Gerald Everett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Here's Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. And now he's closing in on 450 yards passing.
That's an incredible number. I mean, you're talking about the best defenders in the world that you're trying to throw the ball against, and you're creating that type of a number. Fantastic job, fantastic performance. And he's going to have to ice up his arm afterwards, too.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's a give to Etienne. Pushing through the contact. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll run with Etienne. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the 1st down at the 1-yard line, though. Going for it, here's Etienne. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll roll him out right. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marvin Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jaguars could be on their way to a 5-2 start as they add on to their lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now Burrow going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They go play action with Lawrence. Caught out left side by Robinson. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. So he rolls out of the pocket left, just ends up finding a safety valve, but no gain there.
No gain, but it looked like they were well coached on the play because
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jaguars are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. The point after is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Burrow will throw. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And my goodness, another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. On play action, Lawrence. And Shark hauls it in. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all, haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answers and not coming up with any.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in.
Ready? 18 gator. Watch time.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Shark's got it, left side.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield. Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him?
Touchdown, Jaguars! Travis Etienne with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And they go play action now. Burrow. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 85 yards. And the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. It'll be Carson. They run for it. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. He's picked off at his own 47. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to battle all the way, and you're always hoping for that ultimate miracle that something will happen, you'll pick up the ball and score, and you'll have a chance one more time and maybe on an onside kick, but not likely.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jaguars, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year.